All right, here we go live from the Footprint Center. Good evening and welcome to this Rome Was Not Built in a Day edition of the Extra Point. The Suns fall tonight to the Brooklyn Nets. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither will be an NBA powerhouse. The debut of the Big Three was the most anticipated sports story around here in the Valley of the Sun of the year, and after waiting over 2 months, it finally came to fruition tonight with the Nets visiting. Now, fittingly, it came against the Nets. Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson traded to Brooklyn for Kevin Durant, and huge cheers pregame video tribute. Two guys that this Valley fell in love with. The Big Three on the floor most of the first half. Booker, the laser pass to Kevin Durant, who attacks the rim. The Suns had the lead 17-15, and then Durant is going to block a driving Mikal Bridges. The Suns with some momentum, but man, Bridges would get it going. He could feel the energy. Big cheers for him and Cam Johnson in the return. He connects on the three, and the Nets lead by 3, and Brooklyn catches fire on offense, going on a 20-1 run. Cam Johnson gets in the act, back-to-back threes. The Nets were up 12. The Nets were up 15. And they really kind of took the air out of this place. Then Cam, the block on Bradley Beal. The Suns, they look like a team that had never played together before, and that's because they were a team that had never played together before. But they chip away. They cut it to 8 before the half. Booker and Bridges get tangled up, an elbow from Booker to Bridges. Two guys who are like brothers, have great respect, great admiration for each other. Booker was going to send him a pair of his new shoes. The Suns were down 64-56 at the half, but they were playing hard in this one. So second half now. It was clunky for the Suns in the first half, but they were still in it, and the Big Three got to work. All three combined here. Bradley Beal hits the three. It's a 4-point game. Brooklyn still up, then Devin Booker the jumper, and the Suns had the lead. They came back 68-67 after being down 15, and Booker didn't take a shot in the first quarter. He had 20 at that point off the deflection. Durant would go coast to coast, and the lead is 4. The Suns would go up by as many as 7, but Bridges playing with something to prove for sure, and maybe riding the energy of being back and feeling the cheers go up. The Nets go up 105-98, and then 109-104. Bridges with the turnaround. The Suns would make a late push and cut it to 2. Booker on the fast break is going to find Durant. It's 114-112. Chance to get the ball back on defense, but the ball hits off Booker's hands. It could have been a turnover, but it wasn't, and the Nets hit their free throws. 116-112 the final. The Suns fall in the Big Three debut. Booker had 34, Durant had 27. The Suns were plus 16 with Booker on the floor, minus 20 when he wasn't. Bridges 21, Cam Johnson had 15. Each had 3 threes. And Frank Vogel, is one game, but searching for answers after this one.
Not good enough to win the game, but we're going to stay positive. The first game with those 3 guys out there together, a lot of figuring it out. Guys figuring out when to be aggressive, when not to be aggressive, dealing with minutes restriction, all those types of things. And, we'll stay positive with it, but not enough during that stretch. Tonight was different. We had a different group in there, during their run at the middle part of the first half. Last night and tonight, okay, we took a barrage on, during that stretch, but there were different lineups for us out there last night and tonight. So different causes, different game, and we'll watch the tape and get better from it.
Fans wanted to see it all, but I don't think it's that much cause for alarm because you didn't have Eric Gordon, you didn't have Grayson Allen. They're figuring this thing out on the fly. It's going to take some time. Give it a couple games here to see what it looks like. But tonight was the moment that everybody had been waiting for, history for Suns fans. The debut of the Big Three making their regular season debut after waiting 23 games. Bradley Beal had the back injury and numerous ailments and numerous injuries for Devin Booker and Kevin Durant. It was not the start and not the outcome that Suns fans were expecting, who walked in here, and this building certainly had some juice. Booker, as we said, didn't take a shot in the first quarter, just trying to get everybody else going. He finished with 34 points despite not taking that single shot in the first quarter. Durant, 27. Bradley Beal finished with 14, 6 of 9 from shooting. You heard about the minutes restriction there from Frank Vogel on Bradley Beal. They combined for a total of 75 points, the Big Three. The big thing for the Suns is putting it all together now. They know right out of the gates what they need to work on and have some film to go in the lab and try to figure this thing out.
Simplifying the game, just staying aware of one another while we're on the floor. I think we all did a solid job of that tonight. But when you got three guys that can handle the ball and get downhill and shoot and create for their own, I think we take advantage of those opportunities. I think whoever got it going, Book had it going, get downhill tonight and create it for us on that backside. It's going to be like that. It might be different guys doing it every game.
We obviously have, some things to work on. But, it's just good to have everybody out there. Well, not everybody, but, the three of us and, just get to play off each other and get a feel for it.
All right, yeah, good to have him on the floor because each star has missed time this season. Bradley Beal missed the first 8 games of the season due to his back. He was on the floor for 3 games and then missed another month due to the back injury. He returned last night. He played tonight. That was good to see. Devin Booker missed the first 3 games due to a toe injury after playing in the season opener, and then missed 5 due to a calf injury and missed 1 at the beginning of the month due to his ankle. And now Kevin Durant back after missing 4 games this season, including the last 2 with a sprained ankle. And speaking of Durant, this was his first game against his former team, the Nets, since being traded to Phoenix in February. He's also been on a hot streak, 25 points in 15 straight games, averaging 32 points a game in that span. That's after missing some time. Here's KD on facing his former team.
Regardless of the stamp and the shield you got on, is about the people you work with every single day. I mean, executives, the support staff, they move all around the league, players. Everybody we pass everybody around the league, So when I see people, regardless of what shield they have on, what jersey they have on, it's always good to share moments together again, and that's what it felt like tonight. I've got so many friends around the league that I've played with on different teams. So tonight was one of those nights where I got to see a lot of people that I really respect, that really worked, put our heads down and worked together, and, we did some cool things. So it was fun to see them.
Yeah, and a very similar sentiment here with Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson returning to the Footprint Center, who played for the Suns, and hugging and greeting all of the support staff as they came in tonight. The Twins, part of that finals run in 2021, and got quite the ovation pregame in a video tribute. Yeah, thunderous reaction from 2 fan favorites in the Valley for the last 4 years. Johnson and Bridges were big-time pieces in that rebuild, going from 19 wins, taking a franchise 19 wins all the way to the finals. Tonight they combined for 36 points in the Nets win, but the Twins say they'll always appreciate their fans here in Phoenix.
It was cool. It was really cool. It was really cool. It's one of those moments that I remember for a really long time. This building kind of welcomed me with open arms a long time ago, and welcomed me with open arms tonight. It's pretty cool when you have the opportunity to come back to a place where the people still support you and still care about you. I think that goes a long way, and to kind of the impact that we were able to make in the community in our time here, and the love from the fans. I mean, Phoenix definitely has some really good fans, and so they are to be appreciated.
It was fun to be back out here playing on this court, in front of fans, to get to see me, again. It was pretty once a year, so just excited to come back and just play in front of everybody. I just know I put a lot of years here and, building a culture and going to finals and everything like that, but you just kind of forget, how great these fans are until you come back. And they just showed it from the jump when I first stepped on the court to do on my shooting time. They were just great, and we had some bad blood for a little bit when my Phillies played the Diamondbacks, so we had a little blood going in.
Oh, I love the fact that he still gives it to D-back fans, but a guy who's, really was a fixture in the community. Remember their lemonade stand, how much fun it was, the Twins having him here. And maybe, there's some calls for Mikal Bridges to maybe come back in 2026 when his contract's up. Now, here are the NBA's Western Conference standings after tonight. The Suns falling to 10th place in the conference standings at the bottom of the play-in. If the playoffs started today, they don't, though. They are still 5 games behind the T-Wolves for the 1 seed. So, yeah, is it time to panic in the Valley, where we say that with our tongue firmly planted on our cheek. The Suns have a chance to get back on track Friday against the Knicks. The game will be on Arizona's Family. We've still got a long way to go and a lot of games right here on 3TV and Arizona's Family Sports.